Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just thought this was an interesting article. You might get some ideas from it. This is from Billionaire, so why not take some advice? Some of these I've already talked about, but you might find some of them interesting. Some I have not heard of. But Billionaire Stanley Druckenmiller's 2023 portfolio top 10 stock picks. I usually do these on Buffett, but just come across this one, thought it was interesting, so we'll see what comes about from this video, but I'm not going to read all of that, as some of you could probably care less. We're just going to scroll through it if you want to read through it. As you can see, I found this on Yahoo Finance, but here it kind of talks about shorting stocks. September revealed that it was shorting stocks, and his portfolio had been about 0 to 20% short since January 5th. So, has it looks like a hedge fund, talking about hedge fund and shorting, and so they're always kind of the big drivers in some of the stock prices, the up and down. So, we'll see what happens to some of these, but here's some thoughts on AI. Everybody's been talking about AI, so the reason why the billionaire piled into technology this year is his bullishness on AI 2023. So, you got EVs, electric vehicles, games, AI is not going away, so why not pile into it? Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. Just did a video on Google, probably going to be doing one on Amazon. Done Microsoft in the past. I don't follow them as close. I probably should. I have some shares. They're just got a high price, expensive. I don't know. It's in the $300 range, so I just don't buy much of that one. So, but while the billionaire said the recession could not be as bad as seen in 2008, he said it's not naive and not too open-minded. Something really, really bad happening. So we'll see. Got elections right around the corner this fall, so we'll see what happens with that. But here's some of the top 10. So Amazon, AMZN. I was just about to do a video on them and then come across this article, so probably still will. New arrival in the portfolio as the billionaire loaded up on 807,000 shares of the e-commerce company, which had a total worth of 83.4. So doubling down on its AWS, that is a huge revenue for Amazon. I believe it is last video I did, if I remember right, it's like 74% of their income that drives the Amazon price. So it's huge, bigger than what I thought. Business and recently revealed plans to invest a massive $12.7 billion in cloud infrastructure in India. So, wow. Amazon's not going away. So next is Alphabet. I just did a video on Google. Hedge fund, 91 million, 18% stake. So he's going to make some money on Google. It just seems like it just keeps going up. So that makes Alphabet the third most popular stock among the 943 hedge funds in Insider Monkey database. Next is IQV. I have not heard of this one, so it's a North Carolina-based holding. Sells technology solutions for the life sciences industry. Billionaire acquired 474,500 shares. First quarter 2023, ending the period with a $94.4 million stake. So, we'll see what happens with that one. If you have any of these, go ahead and list it in the comments. I have not heard of that one, so kind of interesting. Next is KBR, Texas-based, sells engineering, technology, scientific, and defense solutions. Increased the stake in the company by 6% in the first quarter, boosting his stake, KBR, to $99.1 million. 40 hedge funds had stakes in KBR, so might want to put that one on your watch list. There's definitely something going on with it, with all the hedge funds and everybody putting money into it, so might have to break some of these down video by video and see what they're all about. So next is Tech, TECK. Tech Resources shares have gained about 15% year to date 2023 as of May 23. Increased the holding in Tech Resources by 81% in the first quarter. Now owns 118 million stake in Tech Resources. So currently in the news, in Switzerland-based commodities company Glencore said that it's willing to sweeten the offer to buy Tech. So 943 funds shows 62 hedge funds had stakes in Tech. So if you want to be like some of the big hedge funds, you can copy this portfolio. So the article, we took the Billionaire top 5 picks. 5 is Lamb Weston Holdings, LW. Never heard of that one either. Idaho-based food processing company Lamb Weston ranks 5th in our list of top stock picks. Shares have gained about 74% over the past 1 year. Wow. Hedge fund now has $207 million stake in Lamb Weston at the end of March. That is a lot. So, and now I got all these crazy ads popping up. So next on the list, let's see if I can get through all this ad crap. 4 is Eli Lilly. I have heard of this one, LLY. So cut his stake in Eli Lilly and Company by 17% in the quarter of 2023. The company is still his hedge fund's 4th biggest holding. Owns a $208.2 million stake in the Eli Lilly. So rheumatoid arthritis drug, Perlicelum. The drug met its main goal of efficacy. So I kind of stay away from pharmaceuticals. I do have a lot of Pfizer, but it doesn't move much. It's got a pretty decent dividend. I mean, it's just like putting money in a bank. You don't really lose some. It goes down, goes up, but not much. So if that tells you anything, again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. But and next, of course, Microsoft. I do have some Microsoft. Impressed by Microsoft Corporation performance earlier this year. Amid the company's partnership with OpenAI, plans for a Bing search engine, and more. So Billionaire Stanley got a stake in Microsoft, and you're going to get a little bit of a dividend on that one. Not that you're going to get rich over, but when you have as many shares as this individual does, I'm sure that'll be a decent chunk. Nvidia, of course, I just did a video on Nvidia. Stake in Nvidia upped it by 35% in the first quarter of 2023. Hedge fund now has $220 million stake in Nvidia. Again, a small dividend on that one. That's why not why people get into Nvidia. It's more of a growth, but all you do also get the small dividend. But number 1 is CPNG, South Korea e-commerce company. I have heard of this one. Coupang tops the list of the top stocks of the Billionaire. Billionaire owned $302.4 billion stake in Coupang at the end of the first quarter, up changed when compared to his previous quarter. So I just thought that was an interesting article. Wanted to do a video about it, show you what this Billionaire Stanley Druckenmiller has. And if you have any of these, go ahead and put that in the comments. Put your own top 10 list in the comments. That'd be interesting to see. But just thought it'd be cool to see what all the big hedge funds are investing in. That is it. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.